morning, all you lovely people. Welcome to Madame Mayor's Adventures. We're going to do another do-it-yourself project, a DIY. And while we were visiting Pigeon Forge, we did do some Facebook Marketplace searches for a couple of items, and this item is on our list. It popped up. We got a great deal on this fan. This isn't just any fan. They sell this at Lowe's for $185, and we got it for $80. It's brand new. They just decided to go a different way with their home project. They put it up. They had it up for about a month or so, and they took it down and decided they want to do something. They want to do a total enclosure on their porch. But this fan is designed for outside use. It's all metal fan. It plugs in, so you don't have to hardwire it. And the reason I like it is because it swivels. It goes up and down, and it'll go left and right. So you can point this fan literally anywhere you want on the porch. So I want to put this on the back porch, attach it to the ceiling there in the back porch, and you can come out, you can turn it on. There's 3 speeds, and you can angle it to right where you're going to be sitting.
But I thought you were going to be the human holder. I think it looks great. Just stand just like that.
No, it's pretty heavy, actually.
And you can swivel it around.
It's probably a 20-pound fan. It's heavy.
Oh, so it's a workout.
Yeah, it's a Harbor Breeze, so it's a good name quality. It's a good, rigid, firm. Everything on this is metal. So, and it's been mounted before, so some of this work is already done. And because it's a plug-in fan, you don't have to feed the wires up through the middle like we did on the inside ceiling fan that we put in the cabin. So with this one, I've already kind of eyeballed the area of the porch that I want to put it up. And I've already taken some measurements. And I've already removed a couple screws to drop this down. And then this comes off. And so what we're going to do is just mount this bracket. And that's really all there is to this fan. Because once you mount the bracket, then the fan just slides into the slot like you see me taking it off. You tighten up these 2 screws, and then there's 2 screws I have to put back in the shroud. The shroud comes back up and does a half twist. You put 2 more screws.
The camera's like going in and out, having problems adjusting.
Oh.
Take a breath, Brett. You're so excited. You're not giving anybody else any room in here.
Okay. All right. So once you hang this fan on this bracket, then all you do is you tighten. There's 2 screws in here you tighten. And then you place the shroud and give it a little turn. There's 2 more screws that go in here, and then you tighten these 2 screws. There's a total of 6 screws.
And it even came with a down rod, which we don't need for this application.
Yes, you could put in this longer down rod, but it's that's going to drop the fan down too low. You're going to be hitting your head on it. As it is, I don't know if my head's going to hit the fan or not. So.
Do you want to be a headbanger?
You don't like it when your stuff hits the fan. So we're not going to be using this.
And what was the total saved?
$100. So $185. We
plus
paid
tax.
$80. So roughly $100 plus tax.
That's pretty good.
That's 10% tax on $180 is like $18.
Especially something that was barely used.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it needs cleaned up, and we'll do all that. But we can go ahead and hang this. What I want to do, and I've kind of pre-measured everything. I'm going to use a 2x6 board. We've got plenty of those. And this housing, you want to measure the diameter. It's about 5 inches across. So you want to make sure your board is at least 5 inches across, or else it'll be hanging off the board and it'll just give an unsightly appearance. So all you've got holding it though are these 2 screws, which are already there, but that's more than ample. These boards here, I don't need a big one. I need one that's 22 3/4 inches long. Perfect. So I have to cut a little piece off of this. This is 24 inches long. So 22 3/4 is the distance between the rafters. So I have to cut this board down to 22 3/4 inches, and it's just over 24 inches. So I'll be hooking up the saw here and we'll make that cut and get this board the right size. This is also, I believe, a 6-inch board. 5.5. It's called a 2x6, but it's actually 5.5 once they plane it out at the store, or before the store. This is 5, and the board's 5.5, so it's going to be fine. It's going to fit centered right on this board, and this board's going to go up between the rafters just like so, and the fan will just hang down from the center of it, and then we'll screw it into the rafters from behind. So you'll want at least 2 screws on each side holding this thing up. It's going to have 15-20 pounds of weight on it, so that'll be holding it up. So that's the plan. So I'll go get this board cut, and then we'll walk over there and we'll get it mounted up. I'll get my screws and my hammer drill, and we'll head over there and we'll get the ladder. Well, I'll need a ladder, and this should be a pretty easy, straightforward project.
So are you leaving this board all natural, or are you painting it?
I'm going to leave it au natural to match the bench.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure, because if it needs to be painted, you should do that before you put it up
Yeah,
there.
it's not to match the bench, by the way. It's natural because all the wood inside the back porch is all natural. We did not stain inside the porch because it's covered. So it'll stay like this. It'll be just pine. So we'll get this cut, and then we'll head over there and put it up. Okay, so we've already cut our board to the right length now, so we're ready to go with that. I'm going to go ahead. I think this will work. We've taken the bracket off, so I think if I do the mounting bracket here, it'll make it easier instead of trying to do it overhead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and you just need to eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to kind of center it on the board visually. I'm going to take these 2 screws that are already here and just make a little dimple in the board. And that's going to be my pre-drill site. So I'm just going to press them, and it makes little dimples in the board. I can see them right there. And then I like to pre-drill before I run the screws in case you split the board. You don't want that to happen. So we just do a little pre-drill. Okay. I don't think we'll need to drill anymore. Okay, so we got our pre-drilled holes, and that's where the bracket, I can go ahead and mount the bracket too, I think. I do one side and don't do it all the way down yet until you get the other one started. Then you can tighten it up. Okay, good and tight.
Good and tight. Good and tight.
There you go. So now all you got to do is mount the board, put your 2 screws in.
That's a nice thick board.
Yep, 2x6. Actually, I should bring the pre-drill and pre-drill the side screws too, so I don't split my rafter board.
Absolutely, because those are not as hefty, I think.
So, it's not a requirement to do that, but I like to do it so there's no chance of splitting the board. Because once you split the board, you got to start over.
And it's so easy. It's one of those things, why not?
Yep. So let me grab that.
I'm excited about this do-it-yourself because I love me some fans.
Yeah, you like fans.
I'm always hot. Yeah,
Yes,
do it
you
yourself.
Yes, you are. You don't want to pick a bit that's bigger than your screw. You actually want to go, you're just trying to remove some of the wood for the screw has more space. But you don't want to remove so much wood that your screw doesn't get any grip and it falls out.
You gotta have some bite.
Yep, so I like my bit to be at least half the size of the screw, and that should be enough. So we're going to walk ourselves on over there. We've got a few things to carry.
We're going on a field trip.
Go ahead and turn this light off.
Alright.
Alright, so we got our fan. Therese just handed me the fan because I got up on the ladder and she goes, man, this fan is heavy. It's like, it is heavy.
It really is.
So what we're doing here is we're just kind of getting a visual, a sight picture of where we want the fan in relation to the porch, in relation to the wall here, the plug. Remember we moved that electrical plug inside the screen room because it was outside the screen. So the whole intention was so that we could use that plug. It's the only plug on the porch. So I wanted to put this in the corner anyway. And I kind of got two choices. I could go between these two rafters or these two rafters. But because it can rain here pretty heavy, I'd like to keep the fan out of the rain, obviously. So we're going to go in a little bit. So we're going to use the second space here. I got the board up here too, but I just want to hold it up so we can visualize the space where it's going to be. It has to have room to rotate. Okay, and then it has to have room to... hard to do it. It has to have room to go down even, if it wanted to go all the way down. Because this porch swing gets pushed back against the window again. And so this, you might want it to blow down, you might want it to blow up or out. So I think this will work. So I just wanted to get a general picture of that. We'll set that down for right now. Ugh, yeah, it's heavy.
I could do my weightlifting here with the fan.
So here's our bracket. You want to fit it up between here. Now it's a little tight. It's probably 1/8 of an inch too long, but I think we can get it in there.
It's gonna be good and tight.
It's okay if it's a little tight.
That's what he said.
I hope it ain't too tight. Let's see here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little tighter than I would have liked, but I think we can get it to work. I don't have a way I can bang it from the top. That's the issue here. You almost don't need screws in it. Trying to get it level too, because the roof has a pitch to it. Step down one, I can get a better swing. Man, it's tight.
It's definitely tight. It's a good thing you brought in the real hammer, not that little girly flower hammer.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna work.
I think it needs a V8.
It's tight. I think it's actually too tight. So I'm going to have to shave off a little bit of it, just a very little bit, like a blade's width, because this is tighter than I want it to be. Now we got to get it back down.
This should be fun.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's too tight.
Wow.
Good grief. Okay, let's see if I can. We're going to go shave off a little bit of this and come back.
I should have worn my MC Hammer pants for all that hammer time.
Yeah, that's tighter than I thought.
Okay, another field trip.
Field trip. Okay, I went and I shaved off just a tiny bit, and hopefully that's enough. Yeah, that'll work. So, we want to move it back a little bit, I think, over this way toward the window.
Definitely looks more workable.
Yep. And I want to raise it up a little bit too. That fan's kind of tall. Just trying to get it as level as I can. That looks pretty good. This doesn't need to be perfect either. I don't need to go get the level out and all that. If it's eyeball level, it's sitting in a cradle, and so the fan's going to pivot to the bottom of the bowl anyway. So you just want it to be visually as level as you can get it. Now you could put a level on it if you want to, but I don't think it's necessary. Alright, so it's holding itself up there. What I'm going to do now is pre-drill the holes in the side and then run the screws in to hold it up there. So,
All that rain last night certainly made it pretty nice out here.
yeah, it's cool, but it's starting to get a little sticky too.
Yeah, the birdies like it.
Yeah, the birds
They're
definitely like
singing a song.
Yep. It does get humid here in Tennessee, no doubt, but
Not like Florida.
not like Florida. Not like Florida.
All the corn crops sure look like they've enjoyed all the rain.
Yeah.
They're growing nice and healthy. Makes me want to try some of it. Uh-oh. Don't drop your screw. The groundhog might get it.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Make sure your screws are nice and long. I think these are 3.5-inch screws. And they're plenty long to go through the 2x and then into the... And you want to make sure you don't miss. So if it's splintered off on the top and bottom, you'll need to adjust your hole to hit the center of the board. Okay, good on that side. We gotta do the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna turn this puppy around.
Nice cool breeze.
It is, yep. I'll move this bench out of my way.
I love it out here on this porch.
Yeah, this porch is nice. And with this fan, it'll help make it even more tolerable when it's more sticky. You can still sit outside.
Might be able to sleep out here.
Yeah, you could. Alright, so I'm pilot drilling the holes on this side now.
I have to say, one of the best investments we made was those Milwaukee battery tools.
Oh my gosh.
They come in handy.
Couldn't live without them. We used them a lot at the campground too. Okay, I think we're all set. I think it looks good. I'm just looking it over for levelness and is that how high you want it? And making sure the screws are centered on the board. I think it's good.
Your wood is looking good.
Yep. Now you could do a little weight test and hang from it. I'd rather not. Oh, here's something else I wanted to take down too while I was here. Right here, if you look. We were going to get a hanging swing, but we didn't do it. So I don't see a need for these hooks. I'm just going to take them out. An easy way to do that is just take something straight, like a screwdriver, and just twist it until it's hand tight. And then we can use these screws somewhere else.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff to hang in the garage.
Okay.
That is faux show.
I'm going to turn this back around the other way. Now most fans have wires coming out the center of it, and we don't have to deal with that here. It's a plug-in cord. So that makes this fan a little easier. And it just sits right there. Need to back up a little bit more. Change out my tip.
And the good thing when we went to buy this fan is we were able to plug it into
Oh yeah,
the
because we met at a gas station.
plug in the Jeep to test it.
So we wanted to test it. The Jeep has a plug inverter. So we were able to plug it in and test it on site. We didn't have to go to their house. And because some people don't want, a lot of marketplace sellers not wanting you at their house. And I understand the precaution there.
Yeah, so she met us at the gas station, and it was just great to be able to plug it into the Jeep right there and test it, because unfortunately sometimes you have a few dishonest people.
Yeah, we bought those two window fans locally here, and we went on a motorcycle, so we didn't have the inverter to test it, and one of the fans didn't work, and so we got ripped off on that. So
I said, well, I hope he
messaged-
needed that money pretty bad.
I did message the guy back, and I gave him a poor review, and I didn't appreciate what he did, and that was the end of it. So that happens. One fan worked, one fan didn't. But it was kind of my fault, because, you know, I should have Should have tested them, so. And I told him that too. I said, really, it's my fault. I should not have trusted you, is what I said.
If he was honorable, he would have
Well, he goes, they worked yesterday. No, they didn't.
offered a refund.
They didn't work yesterday.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
And that happens, so
Part of it was my fault.
hopefully,
So I took responsibility for that.
hopefully he used that money for something worthwhile.
So what I'm doing here is I've got a couple of screws that hold the shroud on, but it's kind of too close to the board for the drill to hit it, so I had to pre-start it with my fingers, and I think I can come back and tighten that up with a hand Phillips.
It's a nice looking heavy duty fan.
Let's see if I can't place this right here. You're going to kind of see me from the back. I don't know if you want to walk around.
I will come around.
But if I'm on this side, I think I can.
We don't need to see that big bald spot.
You sure don't.
Woo, I almost fell.
Well, it's hereditary, so my dad was bald at 17 years old.
17?
Yeah, so I was able to hold off for a little while. I hate my hair. I've always hated my hair. So I've always kept it cut short.
It's nothing a hat won't fix.
That's right. Yeah, I gotta do that one by hand too. Alright.
I've known quite a few people that bald early and they ended up just shaving their whole head.
Yeah, I've given thought to that.
And they just got to deal with people calling them cue ball. People are going to razz you over something.
I mean, who really cares what people think? It's not their head.
Right. Yeah, it's just human nature for everybody to razz each other.
I mean, some people think they have to go spend a bunch of money too on all their imperfections, nose jobs,
Right.
chin jobs, butt jobs, whatever. I mean, it's whatever. Whatever God gave us, that's what we're going to deal with.
I think the most important thing is to know how to laugh at yourself.
Yeah, it's more about your character than your looks.
You can't have thin skin in this world.
Because when God goes to judge you, and we all will be judged in our final days, it's strictly based on your deeds and your fellowship. It's not anything based on your looks. Nothing. Zero. So, God made us all. We can't all be beautiful. So it's got some swiggle to it, and that's fine.
Is that a word? Swiggle?
I don't know.
Well, it is now.
Yeah,
You
looks
heard
like
it here.
They had a couple of clips on here, so we'll take advantage of those and use those too. They didn't come, I mean, they came with this fan, but I don't think they normally come with a fan.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. And I'll cut this tag off because I just don't like it. But we'll plug it in.
Plug it in. Plug it in. I have a feeling
Good news is that the cord.
I'm gonna be blown away.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
That's low.
Wow. It sounds like it's high.
That's high. There's not much difference between them, but it does get louder. I would imagine low is what we use most of the time.
Yeah, you just want the movement. It feels nice.
But what's good is so many fans just blow down. Or they just blow, like ceiling fans, they just blow down or up. You can't move them. So this has a bar on it. I want to be able to walk over, reposition the fan, right where I want it, and then turn it on. And I can put air right where I'm sitting.
I like it.
Over there or over here.
And that cord is a nice length.
The cord needs to have a little bit of I'm going to tack it up here, probably right here. But it needs to have, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. Might just go right here. It's got just enough length, not any excess length, obviously. I don't know. Got to think about the cord a little bit. It might go right here in the middle. But I don't want, you want to have slack at the top, so when you decide to tilt this thing, let's say you tilt it like this for the swing seat, it has to have room to go up.
Yeah.
So I might just be tacking it right there.
Yeah, you don't want to over tack it and it'll be too tight.
And it blocks this window a little, but it's not really in our way. We don't open this window. The TV also blocks this window. So
that's fine.
Yeah. It needs to have room to oscillate here if you're going to go up and down or left and right. So we want to have all that slack right here. So I'll pull this up taut, not tight, but taut.
Taut.
And tack probably one here and one here. Right next to each other. There's not much else I can do with this. It's not really long enough to come all the way down here and come underneath. But we'll just probably tack it right here. And I'll have to get some screws for that. I didn't bring those screws. So we're going to call that another successful DIY project here at the cabin, and hopefully some cooler days on the back porch.
You did it yourself.
You did it yourself. Now this was an easy fan install because of the cord being a plug-in cord, but that's what we were looking for the porch.
Now you know what we need?
What?
That misting station that they had at Anakeesta.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
I need one of those in my life.
Put some water up here and let it blow.
Yeah, it would be great.
Well, thanks for joining us. Another little project we got to bring you guys with us, and we hope we taught, maybe you learned something today. Maybe I learned something today.
Well, stay cool, y'all.